Welcome to Encouraging Things. Today we're going to be making a Lazy Susan, a motorized Lazy Susan. And for that we're going to start out with a solar robot. I have also placed a few items down here that I found at the Dollar Tree and other select locations, and their relative prices. Now, you can normally find a motorized Lazy Susan on Amazon for anywhere between $10 and $24. The most expensive part of this project is this motorized piece here from the solar robot, as these average anywhere between $6 and $20-ish depending on where you find them. If you find them in a thrift store, they're pretty cheap, but it is the most expensive part. Now we are going to be powering it with this little guy, which comes from one of the solar lamps that you can get from the Dollar Tree. Now the first thing to do is find out whether the 1.5 volt battery from the lamp can power the motor.
It's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
Okay, so it looks like that works, and that means we can continue. And this is a box I got from the Dollar Tree. It's basically made out of balsa wood, very thin, but it'll serve our purposes. I do have to make sure this little guy will fit in there. And it looks like it'll fit, but it won't be centered. Yeah, fits perfectly. So in order to make it fit a little bit better, we do have to trim off some of the plastic. And this one's giving me a little bit of trouble here. That, well, actually, yeah, I think I can fix this. Just gotta pull on. No, I have an idea. Give me a minute. Now we have to put a hole in this box, and I'd like to get it centered. And for that, we're going to be using this little guy. This is a straight edge from Black & Decker that I found on the beach at Lake Ontario. Let's see if it works. So it doesn't look like the marks line up, but I think that's more user error than the straight edge. It'll work. Worth every penny. So in order to drill a hole, we're just going to be using the only drill bits I have. This is the largest one. And there we are. Perfect hole. Now we need to make it a little bit bigger. No, that won't work. Let's try, I think it's here. Oh, no, those are too tiny. Let's try the other side. That's what we're looking for. And it almost fits. Got to make it a bit bigger. And for that, we're just going to file it. Now, this is a file that I found in a parking lot. I'm fairly certain it's used for metal. Oh well. That's really in there. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Oh, alright. I guess that works. Now, I still want to use this box because it's got this convenient hole in it, but as you can see, it doesn't want to fit. For that, we need to get rid of this panel. So let's mark it Fern Gully style. I'm sure that was nothing. And it still fits. So this is another type of lamp that you can find at the Dollar Tree. It's a garden lamp, and it even comes with a convenient switch. It doesn't seem to want to work properly, but I'm certain that won't be a problem later. Now what I'm expecting to find in here is the other side of the solar panel, the other side of the LED, a small control panel, and a small battery. And I'm not disappointed, although this battery is bigger than I was expecting. It's interesting that this switch has a protective layer on it for weather purposes. You wouldn't expect that in such a cheap product, but there it is. Now it's time to remove the case by snipping off a few of the clamps. Now I did remove the switch from this particular light because I was going to use it with a different one. However, I stopped with that idea and I just continued with this light. I didn't need the control board to charge the battery or to run the LED, so I had that removed completely. And I can save that for later. Then I removed excess plastic from the case because it wasn't helping when I tried to attach it to the wood block. I made some modifications off camera, including wiring everything together and moving the switch to the side of the solar panel. And now to hot glue it all together. I bought this bottle of buttons at the Dollar Tree and had no idea what to use it for until this project. I selected this button because it's flat on both sides, and this button because it has the perfect diameter that we need for later. So the first button is just to raise this platform up above the ledge of the wood to keep it from dragging. And this button fits right in the middle of the CD perfectly. And that's going to act as our platform. And it's finished. Let's see if it works. Oh, right. I was so excited to build this I forgot to charge it. Well, I'll just put it in the window and... It took a couple days to charge, but once it was fully charged, it's now time to test it out. And it works! It does move a little fast when it has a full charge. Some modifications I could make to it would be to change the button, because this one unfortunately doesn't work unless I hold it on. I could also add a resistor, which would reduce the amount of power to the motor while it's running at full charge. However, as the batteries get lower, it does slow down. And I could add a battery pack to it to increase the amount of power available without the rechargeable battery or the solar panel. But since that was one of the main features of this, I think I'm going to keep it the way it is for now. So once again, I'm encouraging each and every one of you to build something that you want. Whether it be a motorized Lazy Susan powered by dollar store solar panels, or anything that you might find at a craft store, something you might be able to buy very cheap on Amazon and have shipped right to your door, might already be in your possession already. Doesn't matter what you want to build, as long as you put the time and effort into it, it's going to be great.